Let's go to page 282. Okay, number 1 is a copy and complete. A triangle with 3 congruent angles. So you have a triangle with 3 congruent angles, and it's called, the answer is equi. So equi means equal, and angle means angular, equiangular. Okay, number 2, compare vertex angles and the base angles. Okay, vertex. Okay, so see, let's go and use the isosceles triangle. So in an isosceles triangle, I can use a lot of abbreviation. In isosceles triangle, the base angles face the congruent sides. Okay? And the congruent sides okay, so again, in isosceles triangles, the base angles face the congruent sides, while the congruent sides will form the vertex angle. That's kind of the difference between them. Okay. Okay, number 3, describe the difference between isosceles and scaling triangles. So isosceles triangle has at least 2 congruent sides, and the scaling triangle, or isosceles triangle, isosceles triangle has at least 2 congruent sides. Scaling triangle has no congruent sides. Right? Okay, number 4. Sketch an acute scaling triangle. Label interior angle 1, 2, 3, and draw and shade its exterior angles. Okay, so you have a scaling triangle. So that means all 3 sides are different. Let's see. Okay, so scaling triangle, this is a little bit longer than that one. And label interior 1, 2, 3. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Just follow the instruction. Then draw and shade its exterior angles. Okay, so to get exterior angles, you just go and extend the side. So you can extend this side, you can extend this side, doesn't matter. So I'm going to extend this side, and I'm going to shade in this over here. I'm going to extend this side and shade in right over here. Okay? And extend this side and shade in right over here. So those are exterior angles. Okay? Okay, number 5. So if triangle PQR is congruent to LNN, okay? So this is congruent. So what you do is you apply the CP/CTC, okay? So which angles are corresponding angles, which sides are corresponding sides. Okay, so again, if 2 triangles are congruent, then you apply a CP/CTC, so you're going to get angle P is congruent to angle L, and angle Q is congruent to angle M, and angle R is congruent to angle N. Okay, so that takes care of 3 sides. So now we're like this, right? Okay, now you're going to do the length. Okay, so this way congruent to that. So PQ is congruent to LM. Now watch the letter, make sure you match up exactly. And next one would be this one. So QR is congruent to MN. And next one, so it would be RP is congruent to NL. Okay, so this again that depends. Sometimes you may have the letter reverse. So if you have LN, then this would be PR. As long as you match up exactly, then you would be okay. Okay. Okay, let's go to next one. Okay, so you have this picture here. When you're doing a point, try to draw your picture big enough so you have room to write. Okay, to write all the numbers. So in a book, the picture is kind of tiny. Okay, so it's kind of hard to do. So draw it big enough. Okay. Okay, find the measure of the exterior angle shown. Okay, so this is the exterior angle. The exterior angle equal to sum of the two remote angles. Okay, because the reason for it is because the three angle equal to 180. See this over here. This is 180. You know, so again, this three angle equal to 180, and this equal to 180. Therefore, these two are to equal to that. Okay, so again, exterior angle equal to sum of the remote angles. So 2x minus 25 equal to x plus 20. So again, exterior angle is equal to sum of the remote angle. So it's something, make sure you know. Okay? Then from here, you just go and solve. So again, make sure you show all your steps. Just like when you're doing the proof. So first you minus x on both sides to get rid of that. And you plus 25 on both sides. So to get rid of that. So you got x equal to 45. Okay. Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, so you find the x equal to 45. Make sure you answer the question. It does not ask you for x. Okay, it asks you for find the angle of the exterior angle. You're looking for this one. Okay? Well, again, remember this is equal to this plus that, right? So, or you can substitute into here. Either way. So you can substitute into this side or this side, doesn't matter. Okay? So this is 45 degrees. So since this is equal to sum of these two, so exterior angle will equal to 45 plus 20. So this is equal to 65 degrees. Okay? Or you can substitute, if you were to substitute in here, so you can have 2 times 45 minus 25. So you got 90 minus 25. So you're going to get 65 degrees. See, either way. Okay, so you should come up with the same answer. But make sure you read the question carefully. Don't just find the x and you box that. Again, because it does not ask you for the x. It asks you to find the exterior angle. Okay. So number 7. Okay. So you can use your exterior angle. So exterior angle equal to sum of the two remote angles. Okay, so AX equal to 2x plus 90. Right, again, exterior angle equal to sum of the two remote angles. Then you go and solve for x first. So you can make sure you show all your work. So 6x equal to 90. Divide by 6, divide by 6. So x equal to 15. Again, do not box that. Okay? Because that's not what I asked for. You asked for the exterior angle. So you can just do it either way. So x equal to 15, so times by 8. Okay, so exterior angle equal to 8 times 15. So exterior angle equal to 120 degrees. Okay. Okay, number 8. Okay, this is 9x plus 9. This is 45. and this is 5x. Okay, so you can exterior angle equal to the sum of the two remote angles. So you got 9x plus 9 equal to 45 plus 5x. Okay, then from here to solve, okay, let's go ahead and move the variable to this side. So write down minus 5x. So this will cancel out, and minus 9 on both sides. Again, so here's your equal. So whatever you do on one side, you have to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Okay, so this will cancel out. So I got 4x equal to 36 divided by 4, so x equal to 9. Okay, again, don't just box that because it asks you for exterior angle. So exterior angle equal to 9x plus 9. So exterior angle equal to 81 plus 9. So exterior angle equal to 90 degrees. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 9. Okay, it says in the diagram, triangle ABC. Okay, I'm going to draw kind of big. So A, B, C, and this is 50 degrees, 70 degrees. And U, V, T. Okay, so over here it says triangle ABC is congruent to triangle VTU. So you have to match up carefully. So A match with V. Okay, so A match with V. So this would be 50 degrees. Okay, and you can do the arc. B match with T. So B match with T. And C match with U. Okay? Okay, so this would be 70 degrees over here. And TV is equal to 15 meters. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, so number 9. You found the measure of angle B. Okay, well, if this is 50, 70, so this would be 60, right? Because 3 angles have to equal to 180. So use 180 minus 50 minus 70, you get 60. Okay, so right away we can do that. So measure angle B equal to 60 degrees. Okay, number 10. Length of AB. Okay, so notice that length of AB is facing the 3 arcs. See this side is facing the 3 arcs. So the side that facing 3 arcs is right over here. Okay, so you can look for the hash marks. So I'm going to make this 3 hash mark because it's facing the 3. So this is 3 hash mark. This side is facing the 2 arcs. So make 2 hash marks. This side is facing the 1 arc. So make 1 hash mark. And this way 2 hash marks. Okay. So again, when you're doing the labeling, right, it helps you to keep things, that's confusing. You have 1 hash mark facing the 1 arc. 2 hash marks facing the 2 arcs, 3 hash marks facing the 3 arcs. That way it helps you to keep track of which is congruent to what. Okay? So to find AB, so AB is the 3 hash marks. So you come over here, look for the 3 hash mark, which is this side, so equal to 15 meters. Okay? Okay, number 11, measure of angle T. Okay, so measure of angle T, again, right away, is the 2 arcs, right? So it's 60 degrees. Okay, number 12, you're looking for measure of angle V. Okay, from here, again, just from the picture. That's why it's so important to draw your picture big enough. You can write down all the numbers, you can do all the markings, and the answer become very obvious. Okay, and that's it. Okay. Okay, number 13, you're looking for value of x. Okay, so this is 1 arc, this is 1 arc, this is 2 arcs, 2 arcs. So right away you're going to get 3 arcs. Okay? So get all your corresponding parts. And this is 120. So right away, this would be 120. And this is 20. So this is 2 arcs, would be 20. And this one over here is 2x plus 4. Okay, so that's the 3 arcs. That means this is also 2x plus 4. So you can label everything, right? Okay, looking for x. So remember the 3 angles of a triangle equal to 180. So that means 2x plus 4 plus 120 plus 20 equal to 180. Okay, so again, 3 angles of a triangle always equal to 180. Okay, so I'm going to consolidate this. So you got 2x plus 144 equal to 180 minus 144 on both sides. You can always show your steps, show your work. Okay. Remember, math is not about just getting the answer. Math is also one of the critical skills is communication. So you have to learn how to communicate your thoughts. Okay, so this will equal to 36. Divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. So you have to show every steps. Okay, so x equal to 18. Okay, I'm going to do number 14 right over here. Okay, so this is right triangle, this is 35 degrees, and that's 1 arc. Okay, so this would be also 35, and this is 5x. Now, this is a right triangle, so this is 90 already. So the 2 other angles in the right triangle have to be equal to 90. So this would be a 55 degrees. Right? Again, 2 angles have to make up equal to 90. So this side, by matching, you can see that 55 equal to 5x. Okay. So again, 3 angles have to add up equal to 180. Okay. So divide by 5, so x equal to 11. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, number 15, yeah, triangle XYZ is congruent to triangle RST. It says decide whether the congruent statement is true. Explain your reasoning. Okay, so decide whether this is true. So you have this congruent to that. Okay, the answer is true because of the SSS. Okay, so this is true because of SSS. Okay. Okay, number 16. Okay, so you have triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DCB. Okay, so notice AB equal to 8 and CD is equal to 8. So that checks. Okay, so this part. Okay, so now let's do the BC. Okay, BC is congruent to BC, so that checks. Okay, so you can BC and CB. But now you have a problem, okay? Notice AC, so AC and DB does not match. This is equal to 5, this is equal to 4, okay? So this one is not true, okay? So this is not true. So it's false. And because AC is not equal to, okay, I have to match up carefully. Okay, so AC So AC dB. Okay, there you go. Okay, just match up the letter. Okay, the reason for that is because AC is equal to 5, BD is 4. So this is not true. So this is not true. Okay. Okay, number 17. Okay, let's go and do a little bit faster. Use the book. Okay, number 17. Okay, number 17 is, so over here it says decide whether the congruence statement is true. Explain your reasoning. Okay, this is congruent because remember when you are triangle that corner to corner, you use the vertical angles. Okay, so in this case, the vertical angles are congruent, so this is congruent to that. So that's congruent, the vertical angle. So you got SAS, so this is true, okay, because of the SAS, okay. Okay, over here, this is also true, okay, because when you are right triangle, you have the HL, right? You got a hypotenuse and a leg. Okay, remember the handout I give you guys, okay? So the right triangle, all you need, because this is already congruent, so all you need is 2 more things. So you got H and L. So yes, this is true, and the reason is HL. Okay. Okay. So for this one, so what you do is again do the markings. So DE is congruent to GH. Okay. You can mark on that. Angle D is congruent to angle G, and then, okay, you need to prove what else, okay? And you want to use the AAS. So to use AAS, you have to get this angle congruent, okay? So you need to have an angle J congruent to angle F, okay? So angle J and angle F in order to get AAS. You cannot use this one because this becomes ASA, right? So again, you have to follow AAS, you have to go AAS. Okay. Okay. So the answer for this one is the angle J and angle F. Okay, for this one. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, so you got DF, it congruent to GJ, and angle F, it congruent to angle J, and you want to use ASA. So you want to use ASA. So you have to have angle G, so AS, then A, so be angle G and D. Okay? So for this one, you need to have an angle G congruent to angle D. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. So page 285. And let's go and do, so we are number 21. But let me go and write down the answer for you guys. Okay. So for number 19, is angle F and angle J. Number 20 is angle D and angle G. Okay. Now let's go to number 21. Okay, you got A, B, 1, 2. Okay, write a plan for proving the angle 1. You want to prove the angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Okay, so the way to do that is, in order to do that, you have to make these two sides congruent. And make these two sides congruent, you have to get this triangle congruent and get that. Okay? Okay, so what we have right now is we're going to have a triangle ACD is congruent to triangle. So A is the one with two arcs, so triangle B. And angle C is the one with one arc, so match with E. So you have to match up very carefully. And D is the other letter, so it'll be just D. Okay, so the two triangles are congruent, and the reason for that is because it's AAS. Okay, so it's AAS. Now, once the two triangles are congruent, then you can say that AD is congruent to BD, and this would be CPCTC. Okay, because two triangles are congruent, so corresponding part of the congruent triangles are congruent. Okay, so this will congruent to each other. Okay, because CPCTC. Okay, and after that, then you can say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. And the reason would be that angles facing congruent sides are congruent. Okay? So that's kind of the quick summary of the steps, to prove that. Okay? Okay, number 22. Okay, so again, you want to prove these two angles are congruent. So when you have two triangles face each other, you want to use a reflexive, right? Okay, so you want to say that FH is congruent to FH, and the reason for that is reflexive. Okay, and so now you can say that triangle KFH is congruent to you have to match up data carefully with GFH. And the reason for it, because this is right triangle, so you have the hypotenuse and the leg. Okay, so it would be HL. Okay, and once you do that, then you can say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, and the reason for that is CPCTC. Okay, because corresponding part of the congruent triangles are congruent. So you're going to use this a lot when you're going to prove the parts. Okay, 23. Okay, so again, notice when you're triangle, butt against each other, you want to use a reflexive. Okay, so first you want to say QV is congruent to QV, and reason for that would be reflexive. Okay, now after that you want to say triangle SQV is congruent to, you have to match up data carefully, so it would be TQV. Okay, triangle TQV. And the reason for that would be SSS. Okay? Now once you do that, then you can say that angle QSV is congruent to angle QTV. And that would be CPCTC. Okay, again, so this will match with that. Okay, there's two, okay, because corresponding part of the congruent triangles are congruent. And after that, you can say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, okay? And the reason for that is, oh wait, before we can do that, back up. Okay. We want to say that angle 1 is congruent to angle QSV, and angle 2 is congruent to angle QTV. And the reason for that would be vertical angles are congruent. Okay? Then after that, you can say that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, and this would be transitive property. Okay? And that's it. Okay. Okay. Let's go to 24. Find the value of x. Well, the answer is very obvious. The answer would be just number 24. That if you look at triangle, see, so these two angles are facing congruent angles, so it would be 65, right? So answer would be just 65. Okay, okay, triangles are kind of bad. Okay, so you got 9 feet. And this is 9 feet. Oh, it's an equilateral triangle. Okay. And if it's equilateral triangle, that means every angle equal to 60. Okay. So again, if all three sides are congruent, that means this is equilateral triangle, that means every angle is 60. So that means 3/2x plus 30 equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so solve. Minus 30 on each side. So 3/2x equal to 30. Now to solve this, what you want to do, you want to multiply by the reciprocal, so multiply by 2/3. So multiply by 2/3, so that this will cancel out. So x will equal to 20. Okay, number 26. So you got 10. You got 7x plus 5, 13 minus x, and this is u. Okay, so notice these two angles are congruent. That means these two sides have to congruent because they are facing the same side. So this one, just number 10, doesn't do anything. It's just kind of there to throw you off. Okay, okay. So you got 7x plus 5 is equal to 13 minus x. So plus x on both sides. So this cancel out. Minus 5 on both sides. So this cancel out. So ax equal to 8 divided by 8 divided by 8. So x equal to 1. Okay. Okay, number 27. It says triangle has a vertex C. Okay, so you got Q is 2, 1. R is 5, negative 2. S is equal to 2, negative 3. Okay, it says sketch QRS and its image after the transformation. So you can do that on your own. Okay, I'm just going to do the 27. Okay, you got x, y becomes x minus 1. Okay. So you have the xy becomes x minus 1. I keep doing that. Okay. Y plus 5. So what is saying to you, minus 1 on the x plus the y, plus 5 on the y. Okay. Okay, so this becomes, so minus 1 becomes 1, plus 5 becomes 4. And this one, minus 1 becomes 4, plus 5 becomes 3. And this one, if you minus 1 becomes 1, plus 5 becomes 2. Okay. So if you were to sketch these, okay, we can do it very quick. Okay, so you got 2, negative 1. Okay, so that's point Q. And then you have 5, negative 2. And you got 2, negative 3. So you got Q, R, S. So you move 1 over and up 5. So 1 over, up 5. Okay, let's do this one here. So 1, 4. So 1, okay, 1, 4. So you have to move 1 to the left and 1 over and up 5. 1, 2, 3, right? So this becomes the new Q. And this one becomes 4, 3. And S becomes 1, 2. Okay, and so that's that. Okay. Okay, number 28. So you got X, Y becomes X, negative Y. Okay, so you have Q, 2, negative 1. So what it's saying is I make Y become opposite. So this becomes 2, positive 1. So this becomes 5, positive 2. So this one Y become negative Y. So it become 2, positive 3. Okay, so when you graph that, so again, notice X stay the same, Y become opposite. Okay, that's what it's saying. So first one is 2, negative 1. Okay, and 5, negative 2. And 2, negative 3. Okay, just like before, so this Q, R, S. Okay, and so the new one become 2, 1. So 2, positive 1. And 5, positive 2. So this is the Q, this is the R, and 2, 3. Yes. So this is when you reflect over the x-axis. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so you have the x, y becomes negative x, negative y. Okay, so Q is 2, negative 1. Now you make both opposites, become negative 2, positive 1. Q, R is 5, negative 2, so it becomes negative 5, positive 2. Right? You make both opposite. And S is 2, negative 3, so it becomes negative 2, positive 3. Okay, so when you graph, okay. So first one is 2, negative 1. So that's the Q. 5, negative 2. That's the R. And 2, negative 3. That's the S. So it can originally stay the same, right? It keep you the same for all three. Okay, so next, so 2 is going to be negative 2, 1. So that's the Q. And negative 5, 2. That's the R. And negative 2, 3. That's the S. So basically you have rotation 180 degrees, so you flip, okay, so that's what you have, okay.